Hello, Leo, and welcome to your January 2020 reading. So, um, I've meditated on your energy and laid down the first layer of cards and what Spirit wanted to talk about this month. I have the Pope and Death. That is a transformation in a commitment, a transformation in an institution, a transformation in what your life looks like out there. It can be your work, it can be your family structure, it can be something like that that has to do with the Pope there. And that means that there's a transformation happening on that level. After that, I have the Eight of Pentacles and the World. We have the end of a cycle. With the End of Pentacles, that looks a lot in like what you've been doing for a living, on the investments that you have made, your energy and what you actually got out of, the mastery of a way of doing things. There's like a transformation about that. After that, I have the Moon. So that tells me that maybe you don't really know where it is going, but there's like unknown factors about this. But I also have the Nine of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. So that tells me that somewhere you know that you have what it takes to make it after this change. And maybe because what was happening before was not fair, you did not receive your due, there were some hidden factors, and that was part of why this cycle is changing and why this situation is being transformed. Here, under the situation that's being transformed, I have the Ten of Swords. So that is the end of a cycle. It's like you've hit rock bottom. You can't go lower than this. This is it. It's like if something happened that made you see all the ways that maybe you've been betrayed or deceived, or it's just like this, I'm not blooming in this situation at all. This is not for all of you. After that, I have the Four of Swords and the Sun. So it's a bit normal after the Ten of Swords. We have the Four of Swords. So we are healing from whatever is happening here. But we remember who we are. The Sun, that's you, Leo. That kind of enthusiasms for life, where our inner child knows exactly where to look and what is out there. That kind of healing from remembering who you are. And after that, I have the Ten of Cups, another 10. So that tells me that whatever is changing and transforming is also going to change the way that you've been feeling your emotional happiness. Because we hit often the Ten of Cups. 10 of Swords, 10 of Cups, at different degrees for everybody. But that tells me that the situation, the way it was, you couldn't be happier with these circumstances. You've hit your ceiling. Something had to happen for you to be able to start a new cycle with different circumstances where you can reach a higher state of happiness. And here under our Ten of Swords, I have the Ten of Pentacles, 3 cycles finishing. A cycle of the way of thinking or perceiving things, of emotional summum, and of the structure and the way that we are in this matrix, the way that we make money, that we what is being passed on from one generation to another, that kind of long-term investment. Here under the world, finishing that cycle, healing by remembering who you are. This brings justice. Major Arcana, Empress, the Hangman, and the Two of Pentacles. We have three major arcanas here. Hangman is that there will be this little pause where you do retract and try to remember who you are, what is your mastery, what do you want to create, and make your decision out of that justice. And then you're going to bring something back forward, a page of pentacle, starting anew in with this new pentacle here. So bottom of the deck I have the Three of Swords, so that tells me that there's really like a disappointment in whatever is the Pope for you, whether it is your job, your career, your marriage, your faith, something like that. There's a disappointment in this, and you're finishing a cycle. Because of that, you're going to transform that, let it transform, probably leave. We'll see. I call upon the divine, I call upon the light, I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Leo for the month of January. Okay, what is that death? What is transforming? What is transforming for Leo? What is transforming for Leo? Whoa. Okay, so what is transforming for Leo? I have here the Eight of Pentacles again. So for a lot of you, this had to do with work. And here I have the Ten of Wands. The only 10 that was missing. Now you have the 4 tens. So whatever that work was really a big part of your life. 10 of Wands, the way that you used to bring something forward, you're finishing something. It is dead, it is transformed, it is over, and you have to heal from it. 7 of Pentacle, like 7 and 8. So this comes from like actually analyzing and seeing what you actually got out of it. That kind of provoked that change. 2 of Pentacle, there is that new idea, that new here that you finish with the Princess of Pentacle that has 1 pentacle in her hand. This asks for us to let go of something in order to, a bit like the dance of Shiva here. We destroy to create something new. As long as we hold the 2 of them, it's like if I have my duty and I have what I love. I have, like 2 different things. As long as we hold the 2 of them, we're stuck in a loop where our emotions are up and down and nothing is going anywhere. We're just like, robbing Peter to pay Paul, or I want to be vegetarian but I'm craving for a steak. It's that, make a choice, pick one, be grounded. And this whole situation was putting you into, maybe there's something I want to follow and I want to do. I know I'm not happy, but I can't quit because of XY reason. But you kind of hit rock bottom there. And see, I have the healing. Yes, there's a big disappointment that arrive. A big disappointment. Show me the world. Ace of Cup. So our 10 of Cups here is because that's it. You finish that cycle here, Emperor. You're taking charge of your life. You're finishing that cycle because you're deciding to grab that Ace of Cup. There's this, you can feel there's this passion, this love that is coming from the heavens for you, either in the shape of an inspiration or something that you truly want to do. This is what you want to invest in. This is what you want to create. Show me, oops. Yeah, and the 9 of Cups wants to come out. This is your wish. This would actually make you feel content. Show me the Moon. So you see clearly in the Moon. All right. What was hidden and all of that. Strength. That's you, Leo, again. From your higher self, you know the truth. Nothing is unclear. Queen of Pentacles. You know that you have what it takes to make it. Here, you're healing again. It's a healing period of transforming and finishing cycles. For some of you, it's going to show a lot in your outside world. And others of you, this is going to show inside of you. Doesn't mean the impact is less. It's just really going to transform you from the inside. Show me the 10 of Swords here. Show me the 10 of Swords for Leos. Knight of Wands, and here I have the Page of Cups. Knight of Wands, he has that wand in his hand from the 10 of Wands here. Like grabbing an Ace of Wands, you know? That's interesting. It's like grabbing your passion and deciding, I'm not sticking there anymore. I'm flying away. Oh, what is this? 4 of Wands. Yeah, this is like I'm deciding to be happy. I'm taking my body out of there. Yeah. Okay, show me the 4 of Swords. What are you healing from? What are you healing from? Well, you're healing. Okay. I have Temperance, the King of Swords, Judgment, and the 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands is in the Sun here. Okay, so we have that whole pack in the middle here. What is finishing the cycle? Sun. 4 of Swords, 4 of Swords. Okay, so you are healing from whatever that 10 of Swords that affected your body, affected your home. This is kind of a wake-up call, judgment, grabbing your passion and deciding, I am getting out of there. That Ace of Cup can be a new self-love for some of you. that gives us the strength to get out of a situation that needs to transform, that is finished and that did not give us anything. Transforming the way of either where we've worked, but where we've put energies and what we got out of it. It is a decision, King of Sword, that is very clear, and you have the Ace of Sword there. A judgment, and it is happening now because now you are ready for it. You've matured the waters, your emotions, and now you can see clearly and make that decision, that judgment. Ten of Cups. Why is the Ten of Cups here? The Moon. The Moon that is there with the Ace of Sword and the Strength. Getting the clarity on the Moon. Clarity maybe on what was the limit of your happiness. Or what truly makes you happy. Because the Moon is everything that is hidden in our unconscious, you know. And with the Ten of Cups, what is hidden in our unconscious is our rainbow, our Ten of Cups. That path is unclear. That path needs to be followed by our intuition with the Moon. But there you have the Ace of Sword. That tells me that becomes completely clear for you, and it becomes completely clear for you because you're healing here and you have that judgment. Ten of Pentacles. The Sun. That's another card of clarity. Clarity on what you want to build, what you want to create, what you want to your legacy to be. Justice. What is justice? King of Wands. This is a decision. This is you, King of Wands, making a decision of what you want to create and where you want to go. Mastering exactly that. Empress, what do you want to create? Being inspired, being... because the Empress, she's inspired. She's connected to the stars. She knows what she wants to create. Here, Justice again. Just one, Spirit, just one. When I say just one, you give me 3. Okay. Well, what you want to create here is your Ace of Pentacle, Ace of Sword, Ace of Cup, Ace of Pentacle. You have 4 10s and 3 aces right now. You only need the Ace of Wands. So knowing what you want to create. So all of this decision of where you want to go, the end of that cycle where you're healing and making that judgment, of course it creates a tower. And it's going to make you go to calmer waters. 6 of Swords, which is very good. And so what is that? See, Ace of Pentacle, now you have it in your hand. Princess of Pentacle, you're bringing it forward. And now you know you have what it takes. Queen of Pentacle to make it. 9 of Pentacle and 6 of Pentacle. So that is beautiful. And here's the Pope again. A new commitment, a new way that your 3D life looks like. The Pope. Because the world, you're finishing a cycle. What you're bringing forward will be with discernment, will be with engagement, will be long term. You're seeing clearly all of that. So there's like a change of career, but a huge, there's 4 cycles completing. 4 cycles completing for a great new beginning. This is your reading, Leo. It's amazing. I really wonder what's going to happen. Leave a comment. I read all the comments. And so, yeah. This is it. All right. So on this, my beautiful Leos, I'm going to wish you a wonderful month of January and a beginning of a whole new decade that is going to be completely different, as I see, as you're leaving and changing a commitment to enter new one, but that is going to be completely transformed, healing from the past one and going into the new one, because you're getting clarity. And this one is going to be much more luminous, balanced, and all of that. So thank you for commenting, sharing, listening to these videos, and spreading the channel. It helps very much. Thank you for the ones of you that gave donations. Again, this month I'm gonna do a special ceremony on the new moon and the full moon for the ones of you that gave, so that the universe can give you back. For private readings, the description is written below, the address to write to me, and also the winner of last month's contest, I'm gonna write it down here on the 1st of January, because I want to leave the whole month of December the chance to write comments, and I'll pick from the winner like on the 31st or something like that, or on the 1st in the morning. So you can come and check it if you're listening to this before the 1st of January. Apart from that, namaste. Have a beautiful month of January, Leo, and I will see you next month. All right?